So good luck, have fun to all the players. Good luck, have fun to you, Jector, who is playing himself. And therefore, welcome in everyone. Welcome to the second round here of the Gaming Prive race tournament, or the race tournament, where we have 64 players who have successfully survived the next round, or the first round, and now we'll battle it out for 32 spots in total. So play a cut of 50% again. So this means that the top 8 will go through here. We will play 4 rounds on 4 maps again, but this time we see this map. So we didn't see this map in the first map rotation. You can do better, by Oway, not sure who the login belongs to, but the point limit is the MotoGP point system. So it's 25, 20, 16, 30, 11, 10, and then down towards 1 point. So you really want to get yourself into the top 3 position. Or, I mean, top 4 is also good, but if you're super far behind, it is not really paying off too much, since you only get 4 or like 2 points towards the other player, like arbitrary number now. But yeah, we have this server here with a lot of good players. We have Carbon, Zetrum, then Smiley Face, who is this login, who I don't know, Hizutaki, Rin, Elixir, Kaito, Ted, Moonriff, then Shakrinu, Frainfulin, who has spectated as well, Skandir, Spooky, Arthanir, Glass, and then Bidux. Could be Bindu. No, it's not. So only the top 8 will qualify here, and we are live with the first round, as we have Glass with a very good start. So some players I've already seen on the first match. It was not Glass, it was his teammate Dofold, but both of the wanted players did really good. Zetram and Skandir are in the top 3. Let's see us a little bit further. We have Bindux, then also Rin and Spooky, who are fighting also. Bindux not with the best amount of speed here in this section, so he will drop down towards P8. Spooky also not with a good transition, so Rin and Artonio will capitalize from that, as Zetram drops down with a bad transition there towards P5 now. It gets overtaken by Zetram and Rin. Glass is in the lead, but Spooky with a full stopping there, and therefore is not able to get himself a smooth transition here, and also not a lot of speed. So Skandir will take that first 25 pointer here. Zetram with a beautiful ending jump, so Zetram will get himself the second place. Greatly done by him. Rin and Archanier in 3rd and 4th place, and the Bidux have to settle himself into the 5th position. But what a ramp by Zetram there. This will seal the deal here for him, and gets himself 20 points. So greatly done. Nice car skin here. I just have to stress that one out. It looks really beautiful. As you can see here, this car skin. Not sure who has made this, but this looks very good. I really like it. Hello there. And now we have the second round. Let's spectate Ted, for the Orcs GP player here, for the first couple of rounds. So 4 rounds on each track, and we have 4 tracks in total in this map rotation. Or Artanier, I think it was Artanier who has made a mistake, or someone else with a non-name tag color. But I've not seen someone else. Okay, no, Artanier is in 1st position, so Skandir is super far behind. I think it was this guy. No, never mind, who has made the mistake. Maybe Frainfulin? Who knows? Some of those guys. Okay, so let's go ahead here. Let's see what Rin is doing. Artanier with a different approach here. Gets himself a lot of speed, so this could maybe pay off, but Artanier is really wonky in this section. So Glass will extend the lead, and Rin comes closer towards him as well. Rin could definitely overtake him here with a good ending. Artanier gets it really good as well. So he will stay ahead. Top 3 looks to be set in stone, and yes, it is like that. Artanier in 2nd place, with Rin in 3rd, Smiley Face in 4th position, Spooky, Carbon, Zetram, and Ted behind, and Glass winning it with a sub 103. So okay time for him, and this is enough to win him the round, as Bidux has to opt for that safe approach. Is still able to finish, since the finish timeout is 30 seconds, if I recall correctly. Yes, it is. And therefore he gets himself 1 point. So third round here on this track. Rin in the lead. Great start here from the NCBZ player. Greatly done by him. Skandir is in second place. Let's see where Spooky is. Spooky is nowhere to be seen here, and this is not looking good for him, as well as for Bidux, who had a very good first round. Let's go ahead here in this battle for that juicy points, for that top 5 position with a double-digit amount of points. Ted not with the best transition there, but still was able to stabilize his car, as Freight Frillin, Carbon, Ted, and Chakrin are in the fight here for the 4th position. And the top 3 is occupied by Rin, Glass, and Skandir. As Glass has more speed, Rin with a good landing, but it will be Glass in first, Rin in second. And if Carbon gets overtaken by Chakrin in the end, or by Chakrin, Sharkin, Shakinu. Dude, this name, oh my god, in the ending. So Shakrinu in 4th position. Artini only in 6th in this round, 2.3 seconds behind Bidux in 15th, so not a good round for him either again. And Hisutaki not able to finish. So Bidux drops down to P14 here. Spectate smiley face here. We certainly don't know who that is. Gets a good start though. His in P5. Skandir, Rin, and Glass are in the top 3. Carbon and Zed are chasing them. As Smiley Face has a good landing there, but who didn't get a good landing was Carbon, and he falls behind. Smiley Face still remains in 5th place, even though he didn't get a good start there. It is Spooky attacking him, and Spooky overtakes him. And Spooky gets a very good section here over the dirt, comes closer towards Zedrum. Also Smiley Face with a good amount of speed here, so he will contest his 5th place and actually will overtake him here. So Smiley Face versus Zedrum here in the ending for that 4th position. It is Zedrum with a good jump here, really gets himself a lot of speed over the section, so Smiley Face has to settle with 5th place. Gets overtaken there, almost in the ending, by Chakrin, by Sharkin. It's actually a tie. What? It was a tie. And Sharkin had the lower hand. And Hizutaki is not able to finish. And he drops down to P16. Not looking good for him. But now we'll go to the next map. So everything can happen here. So now we have Keba Karan by Restlin or Raistlin. It's a known player as well. Reminds me a bit of mini RPG. This track here. A lot of mistakes are happening here in the warm-up. Nonetheless, it doesn't count towards your points. A warm-up. Really want to get a smooth jump here. Smiley Face is showing us it really good. I have to grab some water. So I'll be right back in 2 seconds. My mother has bought like classic water, like sparkling water. But like the classic one with so much oxygen in there. And I hate it so much. I'm just shaking the bottle that is going out. It's so weird. Because you drink it and you have to burp immediately. So yeah. Let's go with Spooky here, who's on 10th position with 27 points. So nothing has set in stone for him so far. But there we have also Rin, Glass, and Skandir, who are in the top 3, who are very likely to go through this second round here. Spooky with a good start. Zetram goes for the wrist there and has made a mistake. So, no, actually not Zetram, but it was someone else with a non-colored name. But yeah, Spooky with a good start. Can really capitalize from mistakes here and from weird lines from the other players. So Spooky will go up into the 5th place here, actually 6th place. Because we have a very tight fight here in the leads. But now he's in 4th place since a lot of players have made mistakes there. So greatly done by Spooky. Goes up into the 3rd place. Now the battle for that 1st place is between Artonier and Zetram. Spooky will remain here. Only the ending is remaining for the Lumen player. Looking good for him here. Yes, he will survive it. And Spooky in 3rd position with a 101.89. So a safe time as well. And then the fight here between Artonier and Zetram was pretty close from the get-go on. But Artonier was able to get himself the 1st place over Zetram. So Spooky will be up now towards that 7th position. Greatly done. And we already have a gap between 8th and 9th position. But nothing has really set in stone. Only some, not even the player has dropped majorly behind. I mean, 19 points is something out of 5 rounds, so this is not too bad actually. Everyone has gotten away with quite some amount of points. Let's go with Ted here with the next round. As we have him in 6th position. Oh, someone has dropped behind there. Really capture who that was. Skandir goes super far outside, so he has a lot of speed, but he has to slide there, so he was not able to control his car, so he is dead. And Ted also has made a mistake, so he won't have a saying here in this round. Can make something happen here on the mid positions, but other than that, it is not looking too good for Ted here in this round. But great amount of speed here for him. And taking everything back, goes up into P8 here again, and he can maybe overtake 1 or 2 people here in the ending. Let's go with the battle here for that 1st place. It's Rin, miles ahead. He's 1 second ahead. This will be a 1 minute time. Shakrin with a mistake. And Rin with a 1 minute point 80, so great time, 1.2 seconds ahead of the 2nd place, so greatly done by him. So Rin goes up into the leads, 14 points of a gap between him and the 2nd place. And then we have Zetram being ahead of Artonier. Skandir has dropped a little bit behind here on this map, but still is on 5th position. But look at this, his gap is shrinking and shrinking. Only 13 points between him and being dead. So Zetram with that really risky line again, but this really pays off for him, so he's not really throwing it away here, or is not making it. Still greatly done by him. Skandir with a mistake here. So not looking good for the Pulse player. That he gets himself the top 3 placement that he is in dire need of. If he does not want to drop down so much. So now Rin versus Spooky here for that 2nd place. Spooky with a good amount of speed. And Rin is in 3rd place. He has to settle with that. But the ending still remains here for the Lumen player. But he survives it. Artonier almost snipes that 3rd place. But that wasn't enough. Carbon is behind Artonier. And we have Ted, Sharkin, Skandir in 6th, 7th, and 8th position. And again, Glass winning it. Elixir also finishes, but only gets himself 1 point here in this round. So he drops further and further behind. 7 points between him and the 2nd last place, so this is not good for Elixir. Arton here almost with a mistake here in this last round on the track here by Raceland. Arton here remains in the lead. Glass is behind. Rin also with a very good start. Gets himself a lot of speed in this section. So this is a top 3 here between Glass, Artenia, and Rin. Skandir is also there, but super far behind, as well as Tad. 1/2 of a second, but good round here from Tad. Let's go ahead and spectate his point of view, as he is not too far behind, but gets himself a wonky transition here over this part. So really struggles there. Head down to PL 11. And someone else has made a mistake there as well. I think it was actually Artenier, who has dropped behind now down to P6. Rin also now with a good transition there. So Spooky and Carbon can really capitalize from that, as Carbon has more speed, but it's not enough. Glass wins it again here with a 1:1.28. Greatly done. And Spooky in second, Carbon in third, and Artenier in fourth position. Smiley Face in fifth. And Manref, Ted, and Rin in 6, 7, and 8. So greatly done. And let's take a look here. So we have the 8th place with 69 points. Manref had a good map here. He was on the bottom. He was below the top 10 beforehand, and now is on 9th position and only 8 points away from being safe into round number 2. But still, everything can happen here, as it's really close here between top 6 and top 10, 11, maybe even 12, as Tad is a really good player as well, so he can make something happen. Now we have Featherfield, map by TI Music. I don't know who the login belongs to. Yeah, cool maps. I just have to say that I have not seen all of the tracks beforehand, but the maps are really looking good in this competition. Maybe I should have tried it on my own, but right now I don't really have too much time to play or like to practice for competitions, and I'm not so good that I can say, yo, I go no train into them and go into round number, like in the semi-final. So yeah. So safe way has been chosen by Carbon here, the T-Sun player. And you can see how much slower this way is. So I would not recommend you doing this in the actual live round, because it's not too hard unless you have survived the uphill. It is not too hard to get yourself above the speed check. So yeah. First round on Featherfield. Let's go. Sharkin with a good start here, ahead of Rin. Rin goes for the booster here, which seems to be faster, as you can see. Rin has a lead here of 0.2 of a second over Sharkin and Zetrum, as well as Glass. So what a close fight here for that second place. Let's follow Manref here. He gives us a better overview over the battle here for that second place, as Zet right now, Zetrum has the upper hand. Sharkin has dropped a little bit behind, but still is on a comfortable 4th position, as Zet has to opt for that not safe approach, but he's not able to make that jump. Yeah, he's not able to do it smoothly, so Zetrum drops down multiple positions. But still, this was faster than going for the safer, as Manref is able to do that finish jump and barely stays ahead of Carbon. 400th of a second. Glasses in first, Rin in second, and yeah, Manref with a 16-pointer here. This will really help him, and he will go even. No, he's 1 point behind Smiley Face, but he overtakes Skandir, so Skandir drops down here from P3 on the first map towards P8 to 9 now. So this is not looking too good for him at the moment, as Skandir is about to get eliminated here if the standing would be like that. But we are on the 3rd out of 4 maps, and this is the 2nd round, so everything can happen, but Skandir has to push it here. So Skandir with a good start. Also good left-right to initiate the slide. And not to get a no slide here. But Skandir with another mistake. But so many mistakes have happened here to the players. But Skandir not really with a good round here. Rin won't have a saying here in this round. Scandir is on P10, but he needs more than that. He is on 9th position at the moment. I mean, it's tied for the 8th position, but Manrev is in the battle here for the top 5. Didn't really get a good line here, but still he is surviving it. And maybe can capitalize from some wonky lines from the players here. Manrev on his way to maybe get himself some good amount of points, as Spooky has made a mistake, and now Manrev is actually on P4. That is what I was talking about, and therefore it is Scandir losing a tremendous amount of points, 6 points, and also Ted comes closer towards him. Ted now up to 79 points with a 3rd position here. Other than that, it's only Bidux who got himself a double-digit amount of points from the lower 10 players, or lower top 10 players. Place 10 to 16. So yeah, Scandir now 9th position, but it's super close here indeed for that spot. Scandir with a good start, so let's follow him here for this round, for the second last round here on Featherfield. But a mistake by the Pulse player, so he's taking too many risks. I mean, he has to do that, but still, this risk was definitely unnecessary here. And Scandir not really looking strong on this round, as he is 1.5 seconds behind the leader, who is Glassed. Good speed though from him, so maybe Scandir can make something happen in the second part of the map here, as he comes closer towards the top 8 here. Overtakes 1 or 2 players here. Other than that, it's looking grim for him. Let's follow Tat here, who is in the battle with the top 5 here, 6th position. So he can maybe get himself into the top 5. That's what I wanted to say. And yes, this will actually happen, because Spooky has made a mistake. Now Tat will get himself a good amount of points. Yes, another mistake from player. So this will be a top 3 for Tat again. So greatly done. Scandir only with 7th position. Good comeback though. And then Smiley Face with 6 points. So this is a back and forth here between all the players. And this could go in anyone's favor. Just the last map will decide it. But we have one more round here on this track, as Kaito is also finishing, but only on P14. This means only 2 points for him. So 15th and 16th position is 1 point. But yeah, now all of a sudden it's Ted in 8th position. But this is still super close to call. 95, 94 and 93 points. And then we have Sharkin with 70 points. So he will most likely not have a saying, as Smiley Face has made a mistake here in this last round on Featherfield. So not looking too good for him. Ted on P7. Only 0.2 behind, so you can definitely make some damage here on this round. Gets into contact with the block there. Still was able to stabilize his car and gets himself a nice amount of speed. So top 3 for him again. But there we have Carbon chasing him. Carbon on P4, so very, very good performance by Carbon at the moment. As I've not really seen too much from him, like the battle for that first place, but he is playing very, very stable here. And gets himself a lot of points, but Tad with a mistake, and this means that Scandir can capitalize from that, but Scandir only with a P12 position here, so not what he wants here, as Artunir is in 1st, Carbon in 2nd, Spooky in 3rd, and then we have Sharkin in 4th position. He's in need of those points, and Bidux gets overtaken by Tad there in the end, as well as Rin, and only 1 point for Rin and Bidux respectively. So yeah, still nothing set here, as we have a triple tie for the 8th position. 97, 97 and 97 points. What is happening? I think I picked the right server. I think I picked the right server. So this is a very, very thrilling round. And now this map comes up here. It is Bina, which was the first map on the first round. is happening? So last map is starting now. It's Bina. And my phone is going crazy right now because there's a new update. But finally I have dark mode on WhatsApp. That's good. So yeah, the battle here for that 8th position. Only one person can go through from them, but also Manref, who has made a good comeback, can drop down. So I don't want to forecast that, but this could potentially happen. So into the first round we go. First round here. Let's follow Spooky here. 124 points for him, so greatly done. He was on a dead last spot on the first track, but now he's doing pretty good. Rocking the Black Lives Matter skin. Black Lives Matters, not only one life, but all of the Black Lives Matter. Pretty done for him. The start here, 0.6 behind though, but nothing has set in stone as we have this TM Turbo block here. The players are driving over. Spooky with a good risky section here, goes up into the 7th position. Let's see, where is Smiley Face? Smiley Face P10. Ted just behind him, but copes it really. Nah, actually made a mistake. And also Skandir with a mistake. So Skandir is the weakest player out of the field here. Smiley Face P5 for him. Rin and Spooky are ahead of him, and then we have Artonier and Glass as well. Rin will overtake him here. Oh, but Smiley Face with more speed as well as Spooky. But I think, no, the bug finish has not worked for Smiley Face. Are you kidding me? The bug fin has not worked for Smiley Face. And this is so cruel for him, as he's only getting away with 2 points here. But I think he was too far on the right. That's why it didn't work out. But this means that it is Ted right now on P8 with 106 points instead of Smiley Face. So second round we go. Glass 234 points. Really great performance from him in first place. So he is playing out of his mind here in the second round already. So maybe he's one of the favorites to go into this tournament. Or in this tournament. So Zedram, not with a good landing here, is going for the safer. I would have done the same. But he has come into touch with a freewheel, and the car is super weird to control when you go on an uphill grass block. So not too good for you then. Smiley Face now in P4, but another mistake. And this is... Wait, what? Was this a magnetic transition here? This exit, is this magnetic? Because this looks super weird how the car from Smiley Face has behaved there. So P9 for him. Looking good, looking good. 7th position, but it is not enough. It's only 9 points for him. I mean, both Ted and Skandir didn't really get too much points here, as Ted is barely able to finish here. But, oh my god. Come on, Ted. Respawn and go into the safe finish. Ted! Ah, now it's not... So, not a point for Ted in this round, and it is so close. 106, 108, and 105 points. 8th, 9th, and 10th position, but only the top 8 is going through the next round. And also Skandir with 102 points. I've just captured that, so it's a quadruple battle here for this 8th position. Manref is 15 points ahead, and Skandir also not with a good approach here, but he is still in the round. So what a fight here. We will go onto the points again just after that one, as Skandir is really getting a bad start here and is in P16. So he won't have a saying here in this round. He needs a very good round, last round, to go up into the next one. Ted is on P8. Has to survive this one here. If he does so, it's looking good for him. OrgGP player, yeah, it's looking good for him. And he's now up towards P7. But there we have Smiley Face as well. Where is Sharken? Sharkin is on P5, so just behind Smiley Face. But Smiley Face is about to get himself a 20-pointer. Spooker with a mistake as well as Sharkin. And this is could be the early GG here for Smiley Face as he triggers the Bugfin. But no. Ted with 16 points. And then we have also Manrev, who is only getting himself 2 points. So now it is back and forth. It is 122 points for Ted, 125 for Manrev, and 128 points for Smiley Face. So it could be Manrev who could go out here. Skandia only with 103 points. So theoretically, it's possible for him that he qualifies himself. But actually, Bidux is overtaking him. And then we have Sharkin. So let's focus on this battle for that spot here. Will it be Smiley Face, Manrev, or Ted who will qualify? Sharkin is too far behind, and Bidux as well. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think that every of the other players will make a mistake. Artony with a good start as well as Sharkin. So Sharkin maybe wants to make something happen. He needs a first place though. He needs a first place to go into the next round. Manrev also with a good start as well as Skandir, but Skandir with a safe approach, but Sharkin is dead. And this is the early GG as well as Smiley Face. No way, but Manrev has just to survive it here. And it could be Ted who could overtake him. No, but Ted also with a mistake. But Smiley Face is so far behind. Ted just needs to be ahead of some players here as he overtakes Carbon here. But he's only on P13. So this could actually be a tie for that 8th position, as Manrev is safe to say through if he survives the ending. Ted could capitalize from some safe finishes here. He has to go for the risk. He is going for it. And Ted will get overtaken by Carbon here. And only P11 for him. But Smiley Face, it is enough for him. It is enough. 2 points for him. And Sharkin is only with 13 points there. But what a thriller this was. Smiley Face is through as well as Manrev. Ted is out as well as Sharkin. And Bidux, Skandir, Frainfrolin, Kaito, Hizutaki, and Elixir. But great, well played, and GG. Was a close match here for that top 8. But yeah, this concludes the second round here.